Look what I have. Pepper pot and homemade flatbread. You know I'm dipping. You know I'm dipping. Look at all this goodness. Oh my God. This is like heaven. It's a little snack because Christmas is a couple of days away. And you know I have to leave it on the stove and keep reheating it for the flavors to come in. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit. I'm making a big pot. But we have to start by cleaning the meat. Wash your meat, everybody. Wash your meat. But most of the people that's watching this, I don't need to be telling them because they already do. But for those of you that want to try something new, wash your meat. I have vinegar. I'm adding some lemon juice. And then I'm going to add some water as well. I've got oxtail. I have short rib. I also have chunks of like roast beef in there. So I don't have cow foot. I don't have pork in here or salt beef or anything like that. Wash it, rinse it, and then season it. Okay, so I have 8 pounds of beef here. To this 8 pounds of beef, I'm going to add 2 cups of green seasoning. We're going to put adobo in here, 2 tablespoons of adobo. We're going to use meat seasoning, 2 tablespoons of meat seasoning. So I have my own recipe for complete seasoning. I will put it in the captions below. 2 tablespoons of that. Two tablespoons of black pepper. I know a lot of people use like actual tablespoons and teaspoons, but I feel like this is just easier because everybody has these. It's just easier to follow. Just for the seasoning of the meat, we're going to add ground cloves, but once we prepare everything tomorrow, we're going to actually put real cloves in. So 2 teaspoons of ground cloves just to season the meat. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. We'll also be putting cinnamon sticks in the actual meal while we're cooking it, but just for seasoning purposes, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in the meat. Now we're just going to mix up meat. Make sure it's all incorporated properly, evenly. We want to make sure all the beef that has everything in there. This dish is so good. If you've never had Guyanese pepper pot, you are really missing out. It's always made during Christmas time and served with flatbread, which I will be also making, and I will provide you with a video with that as well. So the meat is well seasoned, and I'm going to add that to my fridge to marinate overnight, and then I'll show you how to make it tomorrow. The day we've all been waiting for, day 2 for pepper pot. This is a lot of meat, guys, so I have to do them in 2 batches. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of oil so we can brown the meat. You can see that I always heat the pot first before I put the oil in. One of my bags and brown the meat. So it can get all evenly coated because we want to brown this meat. There are some of the meats in here, like the roast beef, that probably won't go in the pressure cooker because I don't want it to tear apart. I'm just going to put like a tough meat. So I'll put the short rib as well as the oxtail in the pressure cooker. I'm adding all of the beef into a bowl so I can do my second batch. See? Okay, so it's popping on me, so I better hurry up and put the rest in. Okay. Okay, so I am browning the second batch of beef. Okay, so all of the tough meat is in the, it's an Insta, what are they called? Instapots? The My Ninja Instapot, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to pressure this for about 30 minutes. And of course, we have to use the main ingredient, cassareep. I'm only going to add half a cup in this right now, but we're going to be adding more once all of the meat is put together, and oh, so good. And then I can mix it all up together. I just want to make sure that this meat does not cook out. And I'm going to mix it up. It's a lot of meat. Ooh, I'm making a mess of her. The water just spraying out everywhere. Okay, that should be good. Make sure that's on seal, because there's one that says seal, one that says vent. So this is on seal, turning it on, pressing pressure, it's on high for 30 minutes. So while the other meat is cooking, I'm going to put the other beef back in. I'm not going to put it too high, maybe on a stick. And then I'm going to cover that and let all of the natural juices come out. And I'm going to cook it for as long as I'm pressuring the other meat. So about 20 to 30 minutes I'll be cooking this. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 30 minutes. And see how the water is all gone? So I'm going to add the rest of the castor here. I'm going to add 1.5 cups in this. I just have my half cup. I'm not going to dirty another one, so I'm just going to do this. So that's half, 1, and another half. Well, it's pretty much the rest of it. I guess I have to go get some more. And I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to add all of the seasonings and let that cook and simmer. Adding 4 sticks of cinnamon. I'm adding this much of cloves. It's about 16 cloves. Adding that in there. I'm adding a bunch of thyme, fresh thyme. I'm adding 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. You can add as many as you want. I just don't like it too peppery. I know it's pepper pot, but I don't like it too peppery. So I'm just going to do that. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. And also 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning. I'll just pour it in there. Oh. Add that. 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now we're going to add some orange peel. Have some orange peel. That should be good enough. And we're going to let this cook until all of the beef is nice and tender. Probably going to cook for another hour, I'd say. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Took some of the cassareep that was in the cup that was still left over and added some water to it. So I'm just going to add a little bit. We're not going to add a lot because I'm going to grab the pressured meat and whatever liquids that it still has, I'm going to add to this. Okay, it's done. We're going to let it go. Food in the pressure cooker looks good. Looks like it's been cooked enough because we are going to be adding it with the beef too, right? So see, some of the meat has come off already. It is going to cook with the rest of the food. So I'm going to put that in there now. Add the meat back into the pot here. Mix it all up nice. Get all that delicious cassareep over all of the meat. And then I'm going to grab some of that water that was in the pressure cooker and add it. I don't want to make this burst because the last time I had put like quite a bit of peppers in there and then they burst and I couldn't find them and it was just too peppery for me. I'm just going to grab this. that delicious flavor. There. 'Cause that's what makes a good cook is you taste your food as you cook. To make sure that it tastes exactly the way you want it to be, right? You can tell when people cook with love because if somebody's like quick, quick, quick and doing everything quickly, it just doesn't taste right. But when you take your time, you taste, you add, you change, you put some love into it, it really makes a difference. So we're gonna let this cook now. Probably I'm gonna check it in for like half an hour. Just keep checking over and over again to make sure because we don't want to ruin this. Like this top tier, like top tier. Okay, so let's check on it. It's been longer than half an hour. I know I said half an hour, but it's been longer than that. I'm going to put this to the side while I stir it because I don't want it to burst. Just want to make sure that everything is good. The meat is cooking nicely. So I guess this is a good time to taste. I want to dig in there to get some of the flavor and not the oil. Perfect. Just a little bit less than that. I don't need a whole bunch. Okay. Here's my away from the pot. Oh my god, that's good. Oh wow. I want to try one of the pieces, like one of these pieces here. I'm gonna grab that. See all the oil? I'll have to get rid of some of that. So I just want to get some of the juices, the actual juices. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna taste it now. Just wanted to make a disclaimer. I'm no way saying that I am an expert at making pepper pot. I absolutely love eating it. Oh, look, it's not even. I love eating it. I've only been making it for like 2 years, so if you guys have some suggestions, I'm open. But here I go. Oh no, it's nice. Oh god, oh, that's so good. I thought it was tough, but it's actually not. I guess it was just the way that I was cutting it with the fork, because it's not. It's so tender. I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. So now I've turned this off, and I'm gonna let it sit. Once it cools off a little bit more, I'll start taking the oil from on top off. What I like to do is kind of like grab some of it like this first before I use all of my paper towel. So I grab all of the oil, and you can see it's just oil. And I keep doing this until I see like the actual seasoning come out as much as I can. It's not all going to be gone. And you don't need it all gone, but I mean, this is a lot. You don't want that there in your food, right? I mean, you take out as much as you want, but like, look, that's all oil from the meat. It's, from the oxtail, from the beef. Like, it's just in general, it's like that. I have to like cook it the next couple of days, right? Like to reheat it, to keep it going. So I think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. And I think it turned out very nicely. The reason why I love pepper pot and Guyanese food so much, my oldest son, he's actually half Guyanese. And his grandmother used to make me pepper pot all the time. And it was probably one of the best things I've ever eaten. So I'm not going to be anywhere near what she used to make. I'm no expert, but I do know that it tastes really, really good. And if you have any type of like advice that you can give me, like I like to cook food as authentically as possible. So I would love to hear how your family make it, how your granny makes it, how your mom makes it, whoever. Just let me know in the comments. Guys, look at this. Can I just show you how delicious this is going to be? Once I make the flatbread tomorrow and dip it in all the sauce. Oh my god. So flatbread for tomorrow. But this is going to be absolutely delicious.